Alright, so I should be live. I don't know if it's live. It says it's excellent, but I have no other stats here, so I don't know. The chat is also live. Yeah, it seems like I am in fact live. Now the audio quality might be a bit bad because I had to format my entire PC, so I got a new SSD and I just reinstalled Windows from scratch. So I didn't carry over a lot of the settings. And so there is some noise issue with my mic right now that I need to fix, and I know how to fix it. I just need to download Equalizer APO and do the noise cancelling from that end because the OBS version of it isn't particularly great. So yeah, you know what? Why am I doing this? Let's go back into the game so you can see something at least. So yeah, as I said, so there's some prep work I still need to do, but this is sort of a sanity check that everything works. So this is that stream. And also, since this is the last stream before Shadows comes out, I will also be going through some tier lists and try and get some tier list done. Currently, as you can see, I'm in Mirage, and you know, there is no HUD here. Also, you might be seeing that my character just walks, so even if I push my stick the entire way, he will still walk because that's a mod. So I have some mods in Mirage. No parkour mods, just this one. Basically just making sure that Basim's default movement is walk and not run. I feel that's something every Assassin's Creed should have, but clearly Ubisoft doesn't feel the same way. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So here we are in Baghdad right now, and this is my permadeath save. I never actually got through with this. I started playing this, but then other games came out and I got busy with those. So now is a good time to play it, I guess. I won't finish it obviously, but I'll still play it. Okay, I discovered something. Princess Gate. Cool. New territory discovered. Kark.
Off with you.
I'm just gonna go back. So yeah, so what I will do quickly here is die, and I know it's a very weird thing to say. I'm just gonna quickly die here. So the reason why I say that is because when I die, I'll start a new run, and it seems fitting to start a new run for this. Actually, should I? You know what? I should just continue. I'm not that far into the game right now, so I'll just continue. Wait a minute. Why didn't I use the swinging pole there? Also, why can't I eject? Didn't they fix the ejects? Why can't I eject? See? Doesn't do it. Basim doesn't do it. Simple jump doesn't work either. What? Ah, fuck this shit. It doesn't matter. Surely I can swing, right? How am I supposed to swing from that? There is a swingable post here. No, I simply cannot get that height. Maybe from here? Nope. That's odd because literally there is one. Alright, let's stop screwing around. What is that? That's an enigma. I'm not gonna do those. I'm just gonna do the main story missions. Regroup. Okay, RBI. So I did do a few missions in I went to Beshi, I did the boat thingy. And I have to say one thing, like 60 FPS just doesn't seem enough anymore to me. Like 60 FPS just feels laggy now. Feels a little stuttery. Like honestly, I was playing at 70 FPS and that felt so much better than this. But the reason why I have to reduce it right now is because of course I am streaming, and that just means the game will kill itself if I try to go a little bit past. So I can reduce the settings actually. I am on like high, ultra high, sort of a mix, world details etc. on ultra high. The game generally looks good and it's on DLSS quality as well, but this is the transformer model. I actually shifted that, and I will do that for Shadows as well. So this is the transformer model, and so yeah, let's put it to 70. I think even 70 I'm fine with. Like ideally it should be 90, like 90 FPS is just the sweet spot for me. But yeah, even 70 feels so much smoother, man. I don't know what it is with 60 FPS on this screen. Maybe it's that my G-Sync doesn't actually, because it's not an actual implementation of G-Sync, it doesn't kick in or something. I don't know, but there's just so much frame time stutter I get when it's 60 FPS. Like some games have really smooth 60 FPS, this is not one of those games. And since this is not one of those games, I doubt Shadows is going to be one of those games. Which brings me to a very bad... Wait, hold on. Hold on just a second. This is actually doing well because this is still dipping down to 65-ish, but it is smoother. Why was it crapping itself when I capped it to 60 FPS? You still feel that it is 60 FPS, but it doesn't have that frame time stutter from earlier. You see, this feels a lot smoother. I don't know why it is, like it didn't really increase the frame rate that much. It barely increased the frame rate. So if I go down to say balanced, hold on, let's go to balanced. Let's go to balanced right now, and just increase the sharpness to about this much. It should be fine. Slightly sharper is fine. Yeah, see now it is it has a stable 70 FPS, I guess. Yeah, now it can do 70 easily. I think with the transformer model 1440p DLSS balanced is fine. Like I have to literally go in there to find out imperfections. The distance that I'm sitting from my screen, this is fine, and it's not that much of a distance. This is still PC levels of distance, so this is fine. This is fine actually. So DLSS transformer model, look, there are people who hate TA. I am one of them. I do not like the bad versions of TA with the ghosting and the trailing and whatever. And there is this nice YouTube channel. Okay, I shouldn't say nice because he's not particularly nice, but like what he says is very important. That's called Thread Interactive. So yeah, so like what he says like makes a lot of sense, and I genuinely would be interested in seeing a more clearer visual, you know. How do I even say that? Like clearer visuals, like we used to have back in the day. Like noise has become such a huge problem with the modern gaming systems. Like PS4 games, even PS4 games didn't have as much noise. Even though TA was sort of took off with the PS4 era, I don't think even PS4 games had this much noise as we have nowadays. Especially thanks to ray tracing and stuff like that. So now Shadows is going to come out, and I'm already going to tell you right here, I'm not interested in ray tracing at all. I know they used RTGI for the like Homestead. Okay, not Homestead, but you get what I mean. What's going on? Did my game crash? Oh yeah, my game crashed. This is also something I need to fix. I did an undervolt. It doesn't always work perfectly well. You know what? It should work though. But I'm just gonna reduce it slightly. So you guys can see what settings I'm using. It is at 1905. Why is it crashing? 1912. This is 1912 again. This is 1890. Wow, that is not a good one. Let's see this one. Curve editor 1912. This is the one I'm currently using. Let's go down a little bit. Now this is also 1912. I think 1912 is not particularly stable. I need a little bit less than that. I think this starts at 1912 and it downclock a little bit. So let's hope that works. Actually, now that the game has crashed, let's do something else. Oh, I have a viewer. Hello, welcome to the stream. Let's do the tier lists then. Since someone is watching now, let's do the tier list, then we can start off the game again. Alright, this is the tier list of all the Assassin's Creed games. As you can see, they are in order. Very well done. YouTube is not receiving what? Wait, something has gone wrong. Enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, we will experience buffering. Why? It's working fine from my end. It says I'm perfect. It's perfectly healthy. I think it's just one error that keeps showing up. Hold on. Just gonna check this. I don't know why this is doing whatever it is doing. Sync breaker, hello, welcome to the stream. Stream quality poor. This hopefully I'll be able to tune in after work. Yeah, sure, I'll probably be here. If you notice any stuttering right now, just let me know, because I don't know why it says that it is poor, like serious issues that need attention, except that from my end the stream seems fine. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, let me know if you stick around for 5 minutes. Just let me know if it's stuttering. Anyway, let's do the tier list. Should I start with like backwards or forwards? Because it will become very bad if I go from here to here. It will be much better if I go from here to here, because yeah. So this is, I don't know what this is. So let's just edit this out. I'm gonna say this is Odyssey. All right. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, so let's start from, backwards. Let's start with Mirage, because I was playing Mirage right now. Also, should I put this full screen? Yeah. And also ignore all these tabs. This is literally just what I'm trying to apply here. Stream's fine. AC1 and BF is S tier. Yeah, don't worry. If you stick around, you'll see. So don't worry about these ones. These are literally just like job applications, because I'm a jobless fellow. So yeah, don't worry about those. Let's get through this first. All right, let's go full screen. Okay, now I have 2 views and 1 viewer, I guess, but it doesn't matter. So whoever this guy is, Marcos de Mello, good job with this tier list. There's all the games. Okay, let's start with Mirage. Mirage, I would say, so it's difficult. I'm gonna say B tier. Just for the effort, it deserves to be in B tier. I know in terms of gameplay, it doesn't quite get to the roots of the franchise. Those roots at this point don't even exist. I mean, the tree is just going in the air at this point, so who cares? So they tried, they really did try. And considering the fact that they started off from Valhalla, this is a pretty this is a goddamn miracle that we even got Mirage. So, B tier is fine. Valhalla, in terms of story, this should be S tier, but everything else just sucks. Like even the world, like it looks pretty good, but it is pretty bad. Like there's just nothing in the world. I'm gonna put this C tier. But if we just consider the main plot of Valhalla, this really should be S tier. Odyssey, I literally made a category for this. This shouldn't be a surprise. I'm just not gonna talk about it. Origins, I'm again gonna put B tier. It's fallen for me. Like at some point, I really did enjoy Origins. I still do. I still feel it's a very special game, but I don't know, man. It does so many things wrong, and so much of what I wanted to see from Origins was just hope. I was hoping that they would build on Origins, that they would return some of the franchise elements back, except that they removed more of it. So it ended up not mattering at all. So yeah, Origins B tier. Syndicate, I'm gonna go put it in the same tier as Odyssey. Actually, in my opinion, Syndicate is worse than Odyssey. This just sucks. Syndicate is just bad. It could have been something so much better. Like with the leaks that we saw for Assassin's Creed Victory, like it was that dark tone which would match something like the industrial age Victorian era London. Like it was a match made in heaven, and somehow they ruined it. Quebec always somehow manages to ruin good settings with their lazy writing and just horrible decisions. And this is one of them. It should have been a grounded, like a dark narrative. That's what this game needed, but we didn't get that. And what we did get is just a mockery of Assassin's Creed. It's like Syndicate is the parody. I think I wrote it in one of my tweets. Syndicate is a parody of Assassin's Creed, and Odyssey is basically like defiling the corpse of what this franchise used to be. So yeah, those are 2 of the attempts from Quebec so far. Let's see how the third one lands tomorrow. All right, Chronicles. This one is difficult to judge because it's nothing like the other games. I'm actually going to put them A tier. If you haven't played Chronicles, you really should play Chronicles. These are very different. They are 2D platformers. I actually played them like way back when they came out. I played it on my PC. I recently played them on my Vita as well. And honestly, yeah, these are fantastic experiences. And the fact that, again, these were on PS Vita and it just works on this tiny little console. It's just so fun to play in that handheld experience. I wish they would have ported this to Switch because I don't play on my Vita anymore. I play on the Switch. I have the grips and everything for it. Like, I really wish they would have made this for Switch. But of course, Switch has all of the other games. It has literally every single Assassin's Creed game other than AC1 and everything post Unity. It's just like, they could have put the Chronicles on there and it's just such a fun game to have. So yeah, Chronicles not being there, it's kind of a miss. Alright, Assassin's Creed Unity. Again, this is a difficult one to sort of categorize. Because there's just so much we wanted Unity to be. There's so much I wanted Unity to be, but it just never was. I'm putting it in C tier simply because of the disappointment that this game was. Like, it was shaping up to be the huge, like, revolution that this franchise needed, and it just didn't work. And the fact that it was so broken at launch is the reason why we are getting such dogshit games today. I feel if Unity had launched at least in a working state, Assassin's Creed as a franchise would be a lot different. We would have seen an actual evolution of the formula that made the franchise what it is. Instead, what we got was basically discount Witcher. And I blame Unity for that. Unity is the one that laid the foundations for what we have now. Unfortunately, those foundations were crap, but it did lay the foundations. So, pretty bad. Assassin's Creed Identity. I don't know if people have even played this game, but it was good. It was decent. I'm going to put it at C. It was nothing mind-blowing for me, at least. It was fine. Assassin's Creed Rogue, I'm going to put it D tier. Now, I identify with the Templars a lot. I actually felt like in AC1, the Templars had a point. Even though what they were doing was pretty much evil, but they had a point. It was hard to argue with what they wanted. It was easy to argue with what they were doing, but it's hard to argue with what they want. And even hard to argue with the methods they are going about with, because how do we argue with it? Like, what the assassins want, it's really not really feasible. So I get that. But with Rogue, when finally we were supposed to look at the Templar perspective, we did get the Templars perspective, but the assassins are just so bad. Like, it wasn't the fact that this is a gray area where, you are really exploring what it means to be a Templar. No, it was pretty much you were the good guys there, because the assassins were just so bad, so like laughably bad in that game. Like, it doesn't really justify its existence. Like, Rogue simply seems like a standard Assassin's Creed game. Instead of an assassin, you are a Templar. And instead of the Templars, you have the assassins. The assassins are doing what the Templars usually do. Now, yes, I do agree that these orders sort of blend together after a while because they are trying to do the same things at times as well. But that doesn't excuse how bad it was. So, yeah, T tier. Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, pretty good. It's a DLC for Black Flag, which was spun off into its own game. It's my boy Ade, so yeah, I can't really fault it. Black Flag had great gameplay. And so I'm going to disagree with you a bit. And I'm going to say Black Flag. Okay, now I'm back to excellent, so great. Black Flag, I'm going to say, is A tier. I'm going to justify my decision. It's simply because of the tailing missions. Now, I don't mind the occasional tailing missions. I don't mind us actually stalking our target like on rooftops or just parkouring around, trying to maintain a low profile while still being fast enough, while trying to get the target keep the target in our sight. I don't mind that gameplay. I actually like that. But there is a limit to what I can take. This game has so many tailing missions. My God. This is like 60% of the game is tailing missions. Then you have the naval combat, which I love, but it does get a little tedious after a while. And then you had the ship stealth segment. Then you had the ship tailing segments, which, by the way, are the worst missions in the entire franchise. So yeah, Black Flag, in terms of story, it's up there. It's up there with the best. In terms of both Edward's story and in terms of what it was trying to set up in the vast lore of Assassin's Creed. Black Flag is up there. But the mission design really left some things to be desired. So, yeah. Liberation, I'm going to say A again. Like, it's a game with a much smaller scope. Like Liberation came out again in the PS Vita, which I will never understand. With Chronicles, I got it. Like Chronicles, it's a smaller scale game. It's a 2D platformer. It's working fine on Vita. Okay, that's fine. But with Liberation, I will never understand how they managed to pack that game into something like a PS Vita. Like the PS Vita obviously was a very powerful console for its time. But man, the fact that you could basically play an entire Assassin's Creed game on a PS Vita was amazing. So yeah, Liberation was an awesome game. It had AC3's movement system. It had AC3's combat system. So both of those I love. So yeah, there was really not much I can complain about here. The character was great. The protagonist was great. I'll talk about that in the later tier list. So yeah, not really much to complain about here. She was great all the way around, and the game was great. And the persona system, something that the franchise just refuses to use after that point. I will never get why. Just use it. It's a good system. It would work perfectly well with the RPG era, like because you would have other ways of interacting with the world, interacting with the environment. NPCs would look at you differently. You know, the way they should in a role-playing game, but we don't get that now. So yeah, Liberation, solid mechanics, solid protagonist, decent story. And of course, the fact that it launched on a PS Vita is absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, A tier right there. Assassin's Creed 3, I'm gonna say A tier again. I have sort of warmed up to AC3 after I recently played it. It has its pain points. It's not fixed. The parkour needs some fixes. For one, please, for the love of God, if anyone can mod this behavior into AC3, I would actually kiss them. Please, like, just unpair the sprint and the jump button, please. Someone, if you can do this for me, please do it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. The fact that you would just jump everywhere, you just start climbing everything, and the only way to not do that is to slow down to a crawl. That just doesn't work. It makes me mad. It's just so close to being perfect, but it's not. Because of dumb shit like that. So yeah, AC3 is the closest we have to the perfect parkour system, but I can't recommend it because of the dumb shit that it does. So someone, please fix it. Alright, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Yeah, S tier. Why am I thinking about it? S tier. Don't need to talk about it. Elite tier story. Yeah, the Cappadocia segment sucked. Like in terms of what Ezio was doing, he basically broke all tenets of the creed. He went reckless, he was rash, and he cost civilian lives. So yeah, other than that though, this game is S tier. Like in terms of like gaming history, it's one of those moments in gaming history. Like basically Ezio walking up to Altair's body. It's one of the moments in gaming history, so it has to be up there. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I am gonna say A tier. Now, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it's a game where if someone ever asks me, like, what is the quintessential Assassin's Creed game that you would recommend to literally anyone? This would be that game. Brotherhood, I would literally just say, yeah, go play Brotherhood. Don't even think about it. Go play Brotherhood. But the thing is, it does do some things poorly. For example, Cesare Borgia. And honestly, the things that Brotherhood started is something that is still plaguing this franchise. We still get just generic bad guys who are Templars. We never get that grey area anymore. Something we had in AC1, in Revelations, in AC3. We just don't have that anymore. Now we just have generic bad guys. So yeah, really can't complain about that when Brotherhood is the one that set it up. And Brotherhood is still looked upon as one of the best games in the entire franchise. It is, but it did start a lot of the things that led to the eventual downfall of the franchise. So I can't rate it that high. Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery, I haven't played it yet. Now I do intend, so let's put it at, let's edit this. Not played. So now I think I might get a 3DS, I think in about 2 or 3 months. So once I do get the 3DS, I will probably play this. So I'll talk about it then. But as it stands, I don't have a 3DS or a DS, so I haven't played this. So there's that. Now this pretty sure this is also a game that came out in the DS, so I'm gonna put this here as well. Now, let's talk about Assassin's Creed 2. Actually, let's not talk about Assassin's Creed 2. It's S tier. There is really no question here. Ezio as a protagonist was introduced here. He's one of the most iconic characters in gaming history. The soundtrack is awesome. Same with Rebel. Actually, soundtrack is awesome pretty much in every single Assassin's Creed game. So there's that. Story is phenomenal except for those 2 sequences where it just slows down to a crawl. And actually that was just a DLC, which they really should make optional. Like if I don't want to play it, I shouldn't have to play it. Please make it that way at some point, I guess. But it's not the case now, and it massively affects the pacing of the game. So yeah. But other than that, the game is pretty phenomenal, and there's really not much I can complain about there. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. I'm going to put that A tier, and I'm going to talk about it. So this is a game that's on the PSP. This has better parkour than all of the RPG games. It's a PSP game. It has better parkour than the RPG games. I cannot be caring about this shit. It's not as good as the Ezio trilogy and AC1 because, of course, you didn't even have the camera controls in PSP. You had to basically select the left trigger and use the face buttons as your camera. Really didn't work properly that. But it still worked. The core mechanics were there and there was manual control, which made it infinitely better than whatever shit we get around nowadays. And not to mention, it continued Altair's story. And yeah, in general, you know what? This is a great game. If you have a PSP, I would highly recommend playing it. If you are going to play on an emulator, maybe on your phone, maybe, yeah, you can play it. But yeah, if you have a PSP and you haven't played it for some reason, definitely play it. In fact, there's a funny story there. When I was a kid, we have a festival here called Durga Puja. I'm going to talk about it after drinking some water. So what happened there was a lot of my friends, actually most of my friends, had a PSP. But I never had one because my parents never bought me one because they were kind of vehemently against gaming. They kind of still are, but I just don't care anymore. But doesn't matter. So I never played that. And so what we used to do is they all used to bring their PSPs and everyone had FIFA on it. So what they used to do was they used to play FIFA multiplayer. And so we used to take turns. I used to take PSPs from my other friends and we used to play FIFA. And so there was this one year where basically like I think 4 people were playing FIFA and there was a 5th guy who had his console free, but he didn't have a 6th guy to play with. And so I knew there was a 6th guy as well. I went to him and he's like, he was playing something. He was playing something where the character was just like jumping around, moving around and stuff. And I was like, hey, kya khel raha hai? FIFA khelte chal. It was only years later that I realized that this was the game he was playing. When I played it finally on my PSP, I realized this is the game he was playing. And I basically just told him to just stop playing Assassin's Creed and start playing FIFA. I feel really bad about that now. So yeah, I actually knew about this game a lot before I even knew about this franchise apparently. So yeah, there's that. So now let's talk about the very first Assassin's Creed game, which I'm again going to put in S tier. Now this is a very personal pick. You might put it far lower. You might put it the last game to be there. For me though, there is no other game quite like Assassin's Creed 1. Because even in this franchise, there is no other game like Assassin's Creed 1. No one quite comes to the level of storytelling that Assassin's Creed 1 had. And more importantly, like no one gives that much personality to their villains. Like look at any other game. Look at Mirage, something that did try to replicate AC1's structure and AC1's general philosophy. Just doesn't succeed. The characters feel bland. You can't really connect with them. With AC1 though, the reason why I think you could connect with those characters so well is that even though it was repetitive, even though Assassin's Creed 1 had its, the intel gathering missions, they were repetitive. The conversations that those characters were having while we were gathering intel, like, you know, the pickpocketing missions, like the conversation before the pickpocketing missions, the tailing missions of the town criers basically saying something and then us beating them up. All of those sort of set the ground for the antagonist that we were about to kill, for the target that we were about to kill. And that was just built up on when in the confession scenes, when the character actually confesses to Altair. And we also see Altair himself growing from what he used to be to the person he becomes at the end of the game. His wisdom doesn't just happen. He learns from the people that he kills. And at some points, he genuinely does question the Templars, and he genuinely questions how the assassins work in this world. So these are some things like the wisdom of Altair didn't just come about like randomly one day. This story really truly is about Altair growing up, or Altair becoming the person he was always meant to be. So for that reason, this is really special. And in the Templars in this game, they are just different. They have a different level of aura. If there is any other game that I would say has Templars on level with Assassin's Creed 1, that is Assassin's Creed 3. And mostly because Haytham Kenway is a character. So yeah, that's my tier list for all my Assassin's Creed games. This is it. So what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to get out full screen mode. And what I'm going to quickly do is launch Assassin's Creed Mirage again. Ignore whatever's on the screen right now. Don't worry about that. I'll just launch Mirage again. Should I make the camera smaller? I feel like I'm taking up a lot of the screen here. I'm pretty sure the camera used to be smaller. I forgot to remove the intro videos to download that. So if anyone is on the stream, let me know if you're in the stream. Alright, let's skip through that. I shouldn't be skipping through that, but I'm going to skip through that. Alright. Let's actually play. Alright. I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit, and I'm gonna just slightly adjust my body a little bit. Alright, let's actually play the game now. So one more thing before I go any further, you might notice there are no HUD elements. If I go here, interface, yeah, almost everything is off. I only have the icons on because I actually need it. Notoriety level I can switch off, I guess, but I just want to know if it's there. And it doesn't really show up during gameplay, so it's fine. Everything else is off. Unfortunately, I had to switch off my reticle, because if I don't switch it off, like it switches on when I go into crouch mode, which sucks. Like you never want to see that. Like I'll show you what. Like if I do this, if I switched it on, right? I'm standing up. Whenever I crouch, there is the reticle on. Why do I need this? I don't need this. Why is this on my screen? I absolutely do not need this reticle. But if I don't have this reticle, when I put my knife out, I won't be able to see the reticle there. Now someone said if you switch it to black, it works better. So let's see if that works for me. And it's right in the middle of your screen as well. It's not like you can ignore it. So, there is no black. Oh, there is black. Okay. Huh. I guess it does kind of work if you're looking in the... I guess lost like in those areas. But in the brighter areas, it's still very visible. Maybe if I switch it to like green would be like electric green is very visible. Interface. Let's see if yellow works for me. Wait, why is there a service error? No, it's bright yellow. I need it to be not that bright actually. Options. I'm just gonna switch it off. Alright, that should do it.
If I were in Ali's position, I would do the same. An army is only as powerful as its weakest soldier.
Assalamu alaikum, Basim.
Wa alaikum assalam, Ahmed. How was your journey?
I am Abu Jafar.
Right, my apologies.
Yeah, he keeps getting them
Is there a
wrong.
problem?
Not yet. But we've discovered Ali was brokering a deal with Noor to supply the rebels with resources in exchange for his help.
The Order is a thorn in his side, yes, but Ali has his sights set on the Khilafah. He will want us to honor this deal.
What news do you bring?
Our target is Al Ghul. He uses prisoners and laborers to dig around Baghdad. Ali and some of his men were captured and marked. With Beshi's help, I freed them. But Ali had been taken elsewhere for questioning. One of the rebels showed me his mark. If this list of captives is correct, Ali was sent to the Damascus Gate prison,
Oh, this is a good
Where
mission
are
as well.
these rebels now?
a watermill, on the northern outskirts.
I will meet with them. See what more I can learn about this deal. Find Ali.
Man, the materials actually look so good in
The
this game.
Damascus Gate prison is the most well-guarded prison in Baghdad.
But the faces look so
This will
bad.
prove to be no small challenge, I can tell you.
Like the only face in
I
this
will
scene which
scout
looked
ahead.
good is
Meet me
Basim.
near the prison's
That's it.
front gate.
A moment of your time before you go, Basim. I have some useful thoughts to share.
Like Basim's
You have
face
my
looks decent. The rest of the
First,
faces
I have
just
fashioned
don't.
a board with information brought to us by our spies around the city. Consult it at your leisure. Second, these lands are ripe with materials to improve your weapons. See the blacksmith Jawar nearby. He could help you. And lastly, I am your man for any tool enhancement. Bring me materials and you will see what mastery I can provide.
Alright, I really don't want to unlock anything here because I feel the tools are exactly where I need them to be, so I'm just gonna ignore that.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far.
Alright, let's go. And let's hope we don't die, because that would be really embarrassing.
Fulad has gone ahead to scout a way into the Damascus Gate prison. I should find him, but before I do, it may serve me well to seek out this blacksmith. Any improvements he could offer would prove useful.
Actually, he can't offer me any improvements because my gear is pretty much max level right now. There's not much he can do. Hey, a working eject. How cool. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh, straight ahead actually. Okay, can use that.
Yeah.
How do we roll? Wait, can I roll? Hold on. Can I roll with this? Now in shadows that roll is going to be even more important, so. Oh no, it doesn't work like that. Okay, I'll just keep running, I guess. I wish I could unequip the sword actually. Like I just know in shadows I'm going to have the Tanto on because that's the weapon that sticks out the least. Maybe the katana because it's sort of low profile, but we'll see. We'll see how things pan out in shadows. But I think I'm gonna go with the Kusarigama and the Tanto. Alright. We are here.
There it is. As cruel and unforgiving as I remember.
It's very difficult to get
You were
headshot
once
with knives in
imprisoned
this.
here. Oh no, I have never been inside. In fact, I have never stood closer than this very place. It was from here that I would fly my kite high over these prison walls. It had a unique pattern, you see. One I stitched together with my father when I was just a boy. So here I came, day after day, hoping for a gust that would take it high enough so that he would see it and know that I was here. I do not know if he ever did.
I know this pain, and I am sorry for yours.
I am not. Such pains forge our paths. Remind us of who we are, who we can be.
Yeah, but I would still rather not have the
I
pain.
see only one, and it is not inviting.
No, we need to find a way to get you inside without being seen.
Could this help?
Where did you get that?
Beshi. He told me these tokens command a high value among the common folk.
Indeed. You could perhaps bribe the guards to look the other way, or enlist the help of some merchants.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
I will
Yeah,
take my
one
leave and
problem
return to the
I...
bureau.
Okay,
Faqaqallah.
I'm gonna let him stop speaking, then I'll say. Yeah, one problem I had with this token system is that there were 3 types of tokens. It's very difficult to manage 3 different types of tokens. If it was just like one favor token, which would work for all types of groups, that would be far better in my opinion.
Are you men with Ali?
We were. But it has been weeks since we have seen him, and the rebels have all but disbanded.
That is only temporary. Ali is being held in this prison.
Ali? Here?
Look at that detail, man.
I will free him.
This is genuinely
but I need your
detailed.
help to get me inside.
And
Look
who
at
are you?
that.
We want nothing more than to see our leader return, but how do I know you can be trusted?
Okay, I have
Beshi
36
told
seconds to
me I
use
could
this.
exchange this token for your help. What say you?
If he gave you this, he must hold you in high regard. We will take care of the guards. Watch us closely, then make your move.
Man, this is genuinely so detailed. Like, look at this detail, man. I can't even get that close before it cuts off. Look at that detail. Also, this is sprint is just a toggle. You can't actually control your speed when you go into a sprint. It's just a sprint state. Oh, that worked. At least the side ejects are working now.
Ali is somewhere in this forsaken place. Better get to searching.
Hopefully he saw me and he will investigate. He didn't investigate. I do have all my tools, so I guess I can use the smoke bomb there. Let's try the knife. Actually, it's taking too long. Let's just do this. The hell?
What started at this cloud?
Seems like something is going on.
Smoke
I
everywhere.
hope there is some action. Could use a stretch.
I'm just gonna let him go.
ابقى بعيدا فحسب.
What the? Is something going on? I'll feed you your spleen. Can't avoid me long.
Why is he up there?
يستكشفون الخبراء تفصل بينهم بالتساوي عدة أيام سفر شمالا وجنوبا.
Act as usual.
I want to talk to you. Die now!
Oh, come on. Oh, I'm about to die. And I died. Okay, that's pretty bad. I need the crosshair. I can't aim without it. I need the crosshair. Can't aim without it. It's so difficult to aim.
Basim, we should keep moving.
I would like to look around first, if I may.
There was some flickering going on. I don't know
Baghdad
why.
and its surroundings called to me.
Very well, but do not be long.
It might be the DLSS doing this.
Look for a lattice covered.
Yes, I think it's a DLSS. This new transform model can do this sometimes. Because this is not actually officially supported. It's probably that. It's probably the DLSS screwing up. See, now it seems fine. It was just in that one cutscene.
Now, where does my heart take me?
If I go there, see, there's some flickering going on. But it's still happening.
Yalla, yalla!
Yeah, I think that's the transformer model. But overall the image looks so good that, you know, you can excuse this. Okay, this wasn't happening before, but if it still happens in the city, there is something wrong. Alright, we are here.
Such familiar sights. Greetings once again, Baghdad. Show me what I have missed.
Alright, we're here. What I'm gonna quickly do is switch that on. It's unfortunate, but I have to have the reticle because otherwise it just... Like in a game where this is so much based on stealth and you want your character to be in stealth, you want your character to be crouched, why would you have a reticle always on? Who does it help? And if it does help someone, it's not helping me. Can I just switch it off, please? I think I need...
Go, Enkidu.
Yeah, my eagle. I'm so glad the eagle is gone now. That eagle never made sense to me. And even in this game, I don't think the eagle makes any sense. The game forces you to use it, but honestly, you shouldn't even bother. Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can do an eject. Oh, that worked. Nice. I didn't try to do that, it just did that on its own. I don't know why. Alright. I'm gonna skip the cutscenes.
So this
Some bureaus are. Where
we have you.
I've seen this way
What
too many
we want.
times.
Be careful.
Am I not supposed to get out this way? Do I have to talk to Roshan? Okay, I have to open the investigation menu for that. Okay. Okay, I can't do this just yet. Find Noor's contact. Let's see. Oh, I remember this one. This is in one of those prison areas. Okay,
Is
she
there
has
anything
something.
more you can tell me about the Sharia district? Why would it be of interest to Noor?
The people there are in quiet support of the rebels. Common folk, workers, merchants. Come to think of it, Noor did make mention of a new contact. A merchant. It may be this merchant dwells in Ashara, among the dying leather factory workers.
I will keep an eye out for a stall.
Alright. Oh yeah, their contact is literally the guy who was helping us. Why did he vault that? He shouldn't have vaulted that. But yeah, they did look cool though, so I'm gonna forgive him for that. Alright, now where do we need to go? Okay, this is here. Okay, I can go straight now.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Let's climb that tower and synchronize. Alright, we have handholds finally. Good thing we can't just climb like Spider-Man. Though he should have just directly climbed that. It makes no sense he can't climb a grill. Like, I can climb that. You know what? I have climbed stuff like that. Like grills and stuff.
Let us get a wider view.
Okay, where is my objective? Oh, there. What's going on? I want to go straight, please. Thank you. Oh, he can still climb trees. There is some residual AC3 stuff here. It's bare minimum, but it's here. That's the best thing I can say about it. It's here.
ما كان يجب أبدا أن أتورط.
Just a moment.
Alright,
Darwish!
there's our contact.
Azizi, I thought you were dead.
I feared the same.
What are you doing here? Your clothes. You are one of them now. How?
A hidden one, under Roshan's guidance.
Oh, forgive me. This is all too much. When I did not find you among the dead, I hoped that somehow you had escaped. I spent many nights praying for your life, praying that you found safety. Today, Allah has answered me.
I am not worthy of your prayers.
What happened that night was not your doing. It was the doing of evil men. You know this. It is why you have chosen to walk this path. It is why I have found my way to Baghdad. Ali ibn Muhammad is brash and sees himself a great hero of prophecy. I loathe the man, but we fight a common enemy. One I must help defeat if my soul is to one day rest.
So it is true. You are the rebel merchant who was helping Noor.
What has become of him?
He clings to life, but he is safe among our people.
Just about safe.
I am to continue his work and hunt Baghdad's oppressors. Ali was helping Noor get closer to one such man. But as you may know, he has since disappeared.
He hasn't disappeared. He has been captured, a fate shared by many rebels of late.
Do you know where he is being held?
He was taken to the Khurasan Gate guardhouse, but that was weeks ago. You even leave like they do.
It is good to see you again.
Just watch yourself. You may be in better hands, but I'm still a nagging old man. And Basim, if ever you are feeling a little peevish, come see me. I could use your help. For a good cause, of course.
Yeah, sure, for a good cause. Alright.
أيها المجنون.
Okay. Which one am I going to now? Gatehouse. Hold on. Let's see which one is closer actually. I think this one is closer. Let's do this one first.
انتبه لنفسك.
Oh, just in case anyone has any doubts, this is the Revelations armor. And I'm hungry now. Hold on. It still ejects very weirdly. Like it will eject into some random areas. This is what happens when you don't really build your games for these stuff.
Nothing can hide from us, Enkidu.
Pretty sure he's like here somewhere. There he is. Alright, let's change some stuff. What else do I have? Altair. Pretty sure Altair's robes were not with proper physics. Yeah. They don't have proper physics in this. Man, I really wish Altair's armor is in shadows as well. Because it's been there. Like, ever since AC1, Altair's robes have been in pretty much every single game. Like, was it in it was in AC3, it was in Black Flag as well, if I'm not wrong. In Assassin's Creed Rogue, is Altair's armor there in Rogue? I'm not sure. In Unity, it's there. In Syndicate, it's not there in Syndicate, which should again tell you all you need to know. Then in Origins, we had it. In Odyssey, we didn't have it. And in Valhalla, again, we had Altair's armor. So yeah, only Quebec games don't have it.
That may
So
be
I guess
Beshi
Shadows won't have
rallying
it.
those men.
Someone is here.
It still feels nice though. Sort of fits the vibe as well. I know it's not really what this game is, but it fits the vibe just fine.
Are you Beshi? I am with Noor. You knew him, yes?
I knew him. Last I saw, he was being chased from the city. Does he live?
Barely, but he is safe.
Stubborn bastard. What do I call you?
Basim.
Very well, Basim. Have you a blade other than that butter knife you carry? You may fancy yourself something bigger just now.
For
Not
what?
really.
Are you setting off to find Ali?
Not quite yet. These here are only half my men. The rest are being held at the harbor, further up the road.
There may be too few of us to wage an attack. If you want to save your men, our approach should be a cautious one. I will go quietly. Have these men lie in wait and escort those we free.
Your kind all think the same way. But it is a sound plan.
Alright. Let's switch to Basim's robes for a second. It just suits him as well. This one doesn't. Like, I actually like his original robes more than his Master Assassin robes. I was never a big fan of these. Like, it looked really good in the trailers, but it wasn't that great. I still feel this is better. Even though the physics is pretty much balked. But I hope this comes back as a legacy outfit. Because it deserves to come back. Like, this is just so good. It's very simple. There's no intricacies there. It's just good. Intricacy. Fucking hell, I can't say the word. Intricacy. Alright, he's dead. And unfortunately, this dot is just gonna stay on the screen. I'm gonna wait for him to come here, then I'm gonna assassinate him here. I'm gonna wait for that guy to get here, then I can kill him with one barrel. I guess that will waste my knife though. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not gonna locate the quest objectives. Get that shit off my screen. Whoa, why did I jump in there? See, this is what happens when your parkour controls are this bad. Who the fuck detected me there? I'm trying to jump onto this boat, guys. Come on. Alright, he's up there.
Get to the docks. Find Beshi.
Alright. I'm just gonna wait for him. That was easy.
What?
Let's try something. Let's climb this. Got him. Got the key.
Many thanks, friend.
Wait, what?
As you were.
Hey! What the?
And I got him too. Guess get the knife back.
That is the last. I must regroup with them.
Let's get out of here. Well, that was easy.
You are a hound, Basim.
I am only doing my part. Together, we will see the end of what ails this city.
Look no further than Al Ghul, the man only spoken of and never seen.
What can you tell me about him?
He takes enemies of the Caliphate and makes them dig in the desert. Prisoners, rebels, laborers. In search of what? I do not know. These men were captured.
Alright, I'm just gonna skip all of that. Alright, did this. Now let's go to the guardhouse.
He still owes me.
Is that another sync point? I think we can get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I got a knife. He was literally there. He could have just grabbed that. Alright. Still gonna get to that sync point though. There's our guardhouse right there. And there's our guardhouse. Now there's one small problem. I don't actually know how to do the mission. Like, I don't know how to eavesdrop.
Ali was taken to.
I'm gonna wait for him to come here.
Hold on! Help me!
Alright, got him. That was my bad, I missed the timing on that. Alright, here's the guard I actually need to kill.
Hold on! Down with you! I'll ring the alarm!
Be better.
Your head will look...
Thankfully, they didn't hear exactly where I was. I forgot how to whistle.
Search the area.
How do we whistle?
I need your help, my friend.
What was that? Hey! Coward won't be so lucky next time.
I will hold on to that for you.
Alright, I got everyone, finally.
This looks like a scribe's quarters.
Alright, let's get those documents done. There it is.
A list of prisons, all paired with different marks.
Alright. Now what? I can just walk right out of the gate. There's literally no one left. I've forgotten the controls of Mirage, and it will take some time to get it back. Let's fast travel back. So this is where I was before I died and screwed it all up. This is where I was.
Roshan and Fulad will want to hear of these developments.
If I were in...
Is there...
No, but
Alien...
I
You have... Resourceful...
Alright, let's go. I have seen this cutscene a fair few times already.
To scout a way into the Damascus Gate prison. I should find him, but before I do, it may serve me well to seek out this blacksmith. Any improvements he could offer would prove useful. Survey the area, Enkidu.
Okay, that way. Okay, how do I... Finally! Took me like 3 attempts to just get that lift working. As one of those things as well, like unless you exactly press that button at that exact point, it won't work. Because the things are not manual anymore, it's automated. You need to be at that exact spot for it to work. Manually doing it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, see, it just gets stuck on territory sometimes. It just gets stuck on geometry and it crashed again. Okay, why is it crashing? I don't get it. I fixed it as well. It shouldn't crash. It crashed at that exact same time, so it's not my GPU then. It's just the game. Maybe it's because of the mods that I installed. Could be that. I could do a clean run. It's just, yeah. Should I just play something else? I think I should just play Black Flag or something, because this is clearly causing issues. But with Black Flag, it's not installed. I kind of have to, like, verify the files and stuff like that. I guess Rogue is installed. I can play Rogue. I just finished AC3 as well, so there's nothing else for me to do. Like, there is still a lot of stuff that I could have done with Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, I guess I can do that. I can play a few forts.
Has gone ahead to scout a way into the Damascus Gate prison. I should find him.
Okay, I need to do it again.
It may serve me well to seek out this blacksmith. Any improvements he could offer would prove useful.
See, this is what I mean with automated things. Look at this. You can literally just jump that far with the same button. Like, this is such a small jump, and then he just crosses an entire river. And sometimes he doesn't. It's again with the same input. It's not the lack of features, stuff like that, that's killing Assassin's Creed. It's this stuff. It's the inconsistency in movement. That is the biggest issue with Assassin's Creed. This is the issue. Look at that. That should have triggered this. But the only way to do it is just slowly go in there, reduce your speed to basically 0, and then maybe you will trigger it. It breaks your flow so much, you might as well just not use it. Even running in a straight line, this is not smooth. Like, I've had people on my channel come and say like, hey, the newer games, at least they're smoother. They're not. Even running in a straight line, it's not smooth. You still have those stops the moment you get to that next beam.
As I remember.
You were once imprisoned here.
Oh no, I have never been inside. In fact, I have never stood closer than this very place. It was from here that I would fly my kite high over these prison walls. It had a unique pattern, you see. One I stitched together with my father when I was just a boy. So here I came, Indeed. You could perhaps bribe the guards to look the other way, or enlist the help of some merchants.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
Alright.
I will take my leave and return to the bureau. Faqakallah.
I want to use Altair's armor here. Altair's outfit, not armor. Altair didn't have armor, for the most part. Which one is this again? Notoriety. Like, even the roll is taken straight from Valhalla. It's so slow. But still, the fact that they managed to get to this point from Valhalla, that itself is a huge achievement. Alright. Alright, last time when I did this, I did a back eject and it sort of worked. It works, okay. I guess that works consistently now.
Ali is somewhere in this forsaken place. Better get to searching.
Hey, you! Hold a moment.
في كتابه البخلاء تلك الفقرة الأخيرة من المثل الثاني واضحة بشكل لا لبس فيه لأي شخص يعرفه.
Alright, that was nice. He's just gonna come in and die on his own. And now the last guy is gonna be very confused. Where are my buddies? They're all dead. Usually there's a guy here. Okay, there is no guy here. Maybe I'm confusing it.
As you were.
Just gonna wait for that guy to move. Yeah, he's gonna move.
Bleed! Hey!
Damn it, I lost one of my knives. Because of the stupid post that came in the way.
Hey, what's that? I like these oaks. I'll call for help.
And it crashed again. But there's something going wrong with this game. I need to fix it. There's something going wrong with the game. Okay, so I'll just play something else. Let's play something else. So let's play AC3. I'm for some reason with the mods, Mirage is crashing, so let's not push it. Well, the easiest way, it's not the Underworld, because if the Underworld's perfectly fine, it works perfectly fine with every other game. It can't just be one game that is causing that issue. You'll see though. I mean, I played the entirety of AC3 with these settings. It didn't crash. Yeah, it probably doesn't use as much of the GPU, so there's that. But I think at some points, like my Underworld wasn't working when I was using this, so I'll have to check that. So this is running at 80 FPS, I think. This is not fully at 80. It is 75, 76. Okay, this works fine. Actually, I need to reduce the speed. This moves way too fast. This spans way too fast. I need to reduce that. Okay, not that. Controls. Getting a call from somewhere. Okay, that should fix it, right? That's still fast. I can work with that though. Okay, so what I need to do is Boston, no, the Frontier. Pretty sure there is like a fort here somewhere. So we'll see. I'm gonna remove that. No point there. Okay, there's a fort here. Okay, straight ahead. There's a fort straight ahead. And evidently there's a sync point as well, so we'll get both. Yeah, as... Wait. Why did it detect me after that long? Why did it detect me after that long? I wasn't even in high profile anymore. So where am I going again? Okay, I need to go across this area. Alright, fuck it. If they want to fight, I'll just give them one. No. Quit. No. I don't want the sword. So I'm in the Frontier again. And now everyone just seems to be chill. Yeah, I think as long as I don't do anything high profile, they should just ignore me. Yeah. I just need to stay off high profile. Oh, that's a cool one. Alright, I got a rabbit. Just randomly a rabbit. Alright. That way is the fort? Yeah. Not gonna hunt that. Hey, a rabbit was there. Might as well kill it, right? Actually, my sister has 2 rabbits. So, one of my sisters has 2 rabbits. And that kind of makes me a little sad. I just killed a rabbit. I killed 2 rabbits. Maybe they were family. Who knows? I think that might be the tree I want to go to. I tried doing a sync point like this once. It failed. Let's see if this one succeeds. What's going on? Abe? Okay, I need to go at a slight angle. That doesn't make any sense given the mechanics of the game, but okay, fine. I don't think I can go that way. I need to go this way. Pretty sure I need to go that way, not the way I'm currently going. Abe, jump! Why won't it jump? Do we go even higher than this? No! Come on! Jump! Which way am I supposed to go? This is infuriating. See, this is just some of the stuff that they need to fix. Get me manual jumping back, man. Come on. Do we need to go even higher now? Can we sink? Thank you. Where is the fort? There's supposed to be a fort here somewhere. I can't see it. Why can't I see the... Where is the fort? Okay, straight ahead. I did not see the fort, wherever that is. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Okay. Kill the captain. How do I get in? That now to find a way in. Pretty sure I can't climb that. Nope, can't climb it. Okay, why am I not hiding in the bushes? Doesn't matter. Got those two. Okay, there might be a way there somewhere. I'm gonna find it out. Oh no, 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 no. Come on. Why was there a patrol right there? And he's dead. Good. Now how do I get into that damn fort? So I need to kill the dog. And for some reason these two factions aren't fighting each other anymore. Why is the captain not fighting these guys? Oh, now he is. I feel bad for killing that dog, but he didn't really leave me much choice. Now I'm on my bow. Let's see how long this fight lasts. Usually one captain is enough for these guys. This time he wasn't. I'll just wait for him to look somewhere else. But that captain did take down quite a few people actually. Fuck off. Now we can go somewhere. I need to find my way into that fort. So there are two people there. Let's take down everyone outside the fort first. Then we can go somewhere with that. Alright. Got him. The problem with using the bow is that the moment I kill one guy, the other one will immediately see me. Doesn't matter if his back is turned or not, but he will immediately see me. Look at that. Oh, he didn't. Wait, we can actually do that? Yeah, see, I'm in combat. I couldn't kill him in stealth. I was in combat immediately, yeah. Exactly. It doesn't let you kill them. I don't know why this is. Like, this was such a clean kill. There was no way he could have known where I was. I was in a bush. I immediately went back into the bush. Like, how did he know? Right. Can I get that guy highlighted? I feel like I can kill that guy from here. Oh! Oh, that's pretty nice! Huh? That's pretty nice! I just got in! Alright, let's see where the captain is. That's the captain right there. Oh boy. I need to find myself some bushes actually. Oh, I missed my opportunity. I should have hidden that bush. Okay. Let's leg it. I legged it. Alright. That was nice. Now where is that captain? Pretty sure he went investigating because he did see me. I don't see him here. I'm too scared to get out because I can see that guy right there. He might see me. Oh, there they are. They are back. Can I just... Let me eject, god damn it! Okay, I see a guy there. Should be able to get him before he detects me. Got him. And he saw me, of course he did. Damn it! Now I can kill like 50 people, doesn't matter anymore. They seem to have all gone away. I need to become anonymous, okay. I can do that. That was my bad. This time it wasn't the game's fault. I should have seen that other guard. I didn't. I wouldn't have been detected if I had shot that guard and shot him straight away. That was on me. That was on me. That was not the game. Okay, am I anonymous now? I think I've been in the shadows long enough. Nope. Still not anonymous. I think some people are after me now because that's the combat music. Alright, now I think I am anonymous. Yep, there you go. I think someone is looking at me. They should come by here so I can kill them. He's dead. If that guy comes over here, I can kill him. Alright, I'm just gonna kill everyone. And they're all dead. Easy as that. Wow, I really wanted to do this in stealth, but so far stealth has been very much an afterthought. Alright. Can we at least get the barrels? Wait, let's loot some arrows back actually. I think I shot this guy with an arrow as well. Let's get some arrows back. I don't want to purchase all the arrows again. I have 14 arrows and I think I used 2 of them here. So that should be my 16 back. Oh, those bodies are gone now. Oh, damn it. Bodies are gone. I guess I'm 2 arrows down now. I have to live with that. Okay, so that was on me. That was on me. Oh, that was pretty cool. All right, that's done. Now I need to blow shit up. Got my arrow back. I think I saw some barrels up there, so I can bring those ones down. Pretty sure I saw barrels up there. Yeah, there's a barrel right there. Like, I killed half an army trying to get that fort back. Alright, this should do it. Let's get that rifle. Lower the flag. Now, where is the flag? There should be a flag. Yeah, there it is. Wow, these two didn't even have any idea what was going on down there. Now they're dead. Let's kill this last one with a rifle. Just for fun. Alright, we have the American flag instead of the British flag. Not much of an improvement. Yeah, I'm surprised they were rounding people out considering I killed the entire camp. No way there were that many people left. Man, that was such a great way to start off. Like, I started off in someone just bringing the cart in and I dived into that cart. but then I completely screwed up the stealth. Like AC3 stealth, like at first it was my fault. When it was here, it was my fault. And then I guess even when I did air assassinate this guy, it was my fault again. Like there, I knew that the captain was like literally there. The moment I air assassinate this guy, the captain is going to look straight at me. That was on me. That was entirely on me. I should have gone for a different route there. I probably should have started there and just threw a smoke bomb, took those 3 people out. Then I would have had to take one out with a bow. That would have been fine. There's no way to reset these things, so at least not that I know of. Man, I killed so many people. Look at the amount of rifles that are just lying around. Dude, why are you doing that? I literally just gave you this fort. What is wrong with you? Alright, now what? Any other forts that I have missed? Oh, I guess there is one in New York, right? New York. What am I even saying, man? What is WP? West Point. Let's go to New York. Let's see if there's any missions. I did all the homestead missions. That's why this outfit. Nope. Oh, there it is. There's it. There's a fort right there. Let's go there. Right, at night as well. Nighttime infiltration. That's the fort. I was about to select my eagle before realizing I don't have an eagle. Because this is a serious game. Okay, so how do I get in? There has to be a tree or something, right? I see that there is a pathway there. A parkour, way to parkour right there. But I doubt I can get there. Yeah, I need to be already inside for that path. Okay, so that's not it. How do I get in? Okay, I'm definitely not going through the front door. Let's look for a different path in. Surely there's a way, right? They don't just want you to go through the front door. Though Connor is someone who definitely might try that. In all honesty. Oh, there it is. There's a way in. Let's hope no one is watching. No one is watching so far. Anyone here? No. No one here. Yeah, man. You know what? I'm chilling here. Just go away. Oh, he's not gonna leave, is he? Alright. Now he's gonna leave. Alright, so that didn't work out well for us. Let's try something else. Okay, who else saw me? Someone saw me. I'm not sure who. I heard the SSI thing just ping for a second. So the problem is you can't throw smoke bombs in here. And these two are extremely far away. I need to get somewhat close to throw the smoke bomb. You can't throw it from here. At least this is obscuring their vision. Okay, who is pinging that? Okay, these are two people here right there. I need to get both of them. Alright, that's better. I might be able to double assassinate them, but it doesn't look like I have a straight path in there. Doesn't look like they're looking at me. Oh, now they are looking at me. Someone is running in. What is he doing? He ran back. Okay, he saw me again. Alright, I am detected. Pretty sure I got detected there. Nope, didn't. That's nice. See, I can't approach those two. That would have made my job a lot easier. If I could just approach here, this would make my job a lot easier. But I can't do that. I need to move around here. I hear someone. That's across the wall, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, this is clear. I should be able to take down these two and then circle back. Though these two seem like they might give me some issues. Yep, they saw me. Of course they did. It's so difficult to do stealth in Assassin's Creed 3, man. And if they see you, like, the entire camp knows where you are. See, how the fuck did he know I was here? There was no way to know that. He knew my exact position. And even now, like, they know my exact position. They will shoot exactly here. Oh no, I'm out of danger. So evidently they can't track you outside the... But I was outside the fort though. How did they track me then? And when I entered the fort, I entered like this. They shouldn't be able to track me here at all. Except that they did. So. Alright. These two are not going back. This guy's coming straight at me. Can he come closer, please? There you go. Wrong way. Wrong way! That's better. See, again, I should not be detected there, but for some reason, AC3 just puts me in a detected state there. I will never understand why. Why did it put me in a detected state there? There was no reason for that. Alright, got him. That was easy. Did it separate those two? No, it didn't. Let's see if I can approach them. If I can get them straight. Yeah, I can get them. Oh, that was easy. That was nice. Now the entire fort is going to know exactly where I am. This is also something the game just sometimes randomly decides won't work. Like, I should be blended in, right? Why wasn't I blended in? Why did it randomly decide I am not blended in? Alright. Now the alarm bells are ringing. Reduce distance to target. Who is my target? That guy? I guess I can take the inner fort now. Oh, there's the captain. Alright. Did that do it? Does it count as my target? Again, the same thing. I'm going through the bush. Let me fucking blend in. If I can't fucking bother with this shit, man. What's the point? What is the point? Like, AC3 just has broken stealth. I specifically went out of high profile for that, and it was like, just no, I'm just not gonna put you there. Can I just walk right in? Yeah, I'm just not going to bother at all. I'm done. I'm done trying AC3. Like, I'm in smoke. This is Valhalla levels of bad. I'm gonna try something else. Yeah, detection in AC3 was always bad. This is not something new that I'm discovering. It was always bad. I don't know what rules AC3 plays by, but those rules never made much sense. Alright, let's try Origins. It's been a while since I played Origins. While we are at that, I might as well fix things with Mirage. I don't want to, because the mods are some things I genuinely need, but we have to, so it's unfortunate. Oh wait, instead of playing Origins, there was another tier list I wanted to do. So let's do that instead. So what I'm going to quickly do is press F11 here. And I'm going to start our display again. Yeah. Okay, let's just do this instead. So here are, wait, that's not, what? Why is this? What the hell? I actually added so many more. Where are they gone? Okay, I'll add all the files. I have these saved with me always, so this helps. Okay, who else was missing? Alright, now it's complete. I don't know why I had added it in. It was working fine, and then just I guess I shut down the browser, and that's why it didn't work. So let's put it back on F11. Yeah. Okay, let's do this instead. And after this, I'll end the stream. So let's start with Connor. So how do I rank this? Okay, I'll also rank this based on how cool they look and the characters that they are. Though mostly they all look cool, so you know what? Let's keep the coolness aside. Let's just talk about the characters. So Connor, I'm gonna put B tier. He's good, he's okay, but he's not that great. The fact that he's a boneheaded moron doesn't help, but there is reasons why he is that way, and he does realize. But also his speech that actually sort of represents his character, that got cut from the game. That really should have been in the game. In the epilogue, it should have been there, but they cut it for some stupid reason that I'll never understand. So yeah, that speech really shows who Connor is. And unfortunately, they cut the speech. Kuch bhi kar rahe log. So yeah, I would say Connor, B is fine. No more than that. Ezio has to be S tier. I don't think anyone is going to complain over there. He does some rash and reckless things, both in his youth and in his old age. He basically broke all the tenets of the creed in the Cappadocia segment. So yeah, he has done some questionable stuff, but overall, he's the character we have spent the most time with. I don't think anyone can really doubt me putting him in S tier. Alright, Edward Kenway, another S tier. Now, both his performance and his story just stand out. Like he is that outsider perspective. Like he is someone who wasn't involved with the Brotherhood. He just basically looted the outfit off of someone and was pretending to be one. And he got found out really fast. But other than that, there are some things that don't make sense in Black Flag, like how he's already so skilled at being an assassin. Like how did he know all the techniques? Like, yeah, he was demonstrating the techniques, but you need to have some basic knowledge to pull those shit off. Yeah, I guess he was clever enough to do it. But like, even other than that, like everything about him, like at first it didn't make sense. Like he was so much like an assassin, but he becomes an assassin by the end of the game. And that is a justified thing that happens. Like he understands who the assassins are and he changes himself to become one. Like he was not the perfect person to become an assassin. He actually embraces that philosophy. And for that, that's a really good story, a really good character. S tier. Next, Evie Fry. I'm going to say A tier actually. One of the best things about Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Actually, why am I saying one of the best thing about Assassin's Creed Syndicate? Everything else sucks. I guess Henry Green doesn't suck, but I guess he sucks in the game because he can't do shit. So yeah, Evie Fry, best thing about Assassin's Creed Syndicate, so I'm going to keep her there. Altair, the GOAT, he has to go in S tier. Like, this is a guy who canonically did not take damage. Literally in his life, he never got hit. That is a different level of flex right there. In his life, he never got hit. More importantly, like, he's the icon. When you think Assassin's Creed, you think of Ezio, yes, but also think of Altair. You think of that rogue. So yeah, Altair, S tier, of course. And in terms of character, I talked about this in the other tier list, but in terms of character, you see his progression from being reckless and brash and reckless. I completely missed that word. Sorry. So from being that reckless, he actually redeems himself, both figuratively and literally. And even like taking his targets out, he is always consistent. He tries to understand his targets. And eventually he does understand his targets. He understands his role in the world. And even though Al-Mualim ends up betraying him, it doesn't shake his faith in the assassins. He knows what he wants the Brotherhood to look like. That's what he achieves. Arno, I would put them in B tier. And they're pretty much from the same time period as well, so they can hang about together. Actually, I think someone wrote a fanfic where Arno and Connor team up to hunt down Shay Cormac. So, Ubisoft, do that. Ki? Dio. Pore. So yeah, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. Yeah, so they can hang out together. And also Arno, before the Dead Kings DLC, he just is always chasing Elise. And he doesn't really have much of a personality to speak of. He's fashionable, but I guess that's it. And after Elise dies in the Dead Kings DLC, we really see Arno for once. And it was good, but it was very short. So I can't really put him higher than this. Eivor, these are technically two characters in one. Both Odin, so Harvey/Odin and Eivor. Now, Odin I would put A tier, but Eivor I would pretty much put at the bottom. So I'm going to give it a C. Eivor just didn't click with me. It never did. Like, the voice acting is brilliant. Don't get me wrong. The story itself was brilliant, but Eivor as a character never clicked with me. And Odin did. Like, Harvey was a great character in my opinion, but Eivor just, it never clicked. So yeah, I'm going to put them C. Now, Bayek, I'm going to say A. His story might not be the best because, again, writing wasn't the strong point of Origins. But the performance is actually S tier. The only reason he is not S tier is because of his story. Now, in terms, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put him S tier because that performance needs to be an S tier. That performance, it's the best performance in Assassin's Creed. It's the best acting performance in Assassin's Creed. So yeah, he has to be S tier. No questions there, no debates there. Avalon, I'm actually going to say A tier. I know a lot of people haven't played her game because it's a smaller game. It released first on PS Vita, then it carried over on PC and consoles. And then with the AC3 remaster, we did get Liberation remastered. But her actual story is decent and the character itself is pretty cool. And the persona system that she uses to have like 3 different sort of interaction with the world, all of those are pretty cool. So I'm going to put him. It's not a him, it's a her. I'm going to put her A tier. Jacob Fry, just not even going to talk about it. Cassandra, I'm going to put B tier. But again, her performance would put her in A tier. Actually, should I? You know what? Again, retrospectively, I'm going to put her A tier. Like, she's a good protagonist. It can't be helped that Odyssey has such dog shit writing. Like, the actual character is pretty good. She was acted very well. She looked pretty good. Like, the writing let her down. The writing is dog shit in Odyssey. I don't think we can hold characters responsible for it. That is why I even bumped up Bayek. So, yeah, she deserves to be there. That was my controller disconnecting. Don't worry. That wasn't on your end. Alright, Hatham Kenway, S tier. S tier. No question there. He is the best Templar. And for basically half the game, we didn't even know that he was a Templar. He was that convincing. So, like, he didn't really try to tell anyone that he was not a Templar. But, like, we didn't know. For basically the opening portion, he just seemed like an assassin. Except he wasn't. Not only is he a Templar, he is one of the best ones. So yeah, he has to be up there. Desmond Miles, I'm gonna put B tier. There was so much potential with the character, then they killed him off and didn't really replace him with anything else. In fact, his replacement isn't even on this list because I didn't deem it worthy. So yeah, they just B tier. There was some potential there, especially with his interactions with Lucy and the rest of the team. But then Lucy died off and William Miles replaced him. And actually, Revelations, no one replaced anyone. In AC3, William Miles is the one who joined the team. And honestly, yeah, he just sort of lost his charm after Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So yeah, B tier. But I was still really happy to see him back in Valhalla. Of course, he wasn't Desmond anymore, but yeah, I was still happy to see him. All right, Aguilar de Nerja. The Spanish assassin from the movie. The outfit is so cool. Like, everything is so cool. But I can't put him higher than a B because the movie story just sucked. Both Callum in the modern day and Aguilar de Nerja, they didn't really get much to work with. Like, considering the caliber of actor that was playing it, Michael Fassbender is a great actor. He didn't get much to play with. So I really hoped we could get a proper Assassin's Creed movie. And from a visual standpoint, it was. From like visually, that was perfect. The action was perfect. The story let it down. But even the modern day segment when you're in Abstergo facilities and the color scheme, everything was fine. The story let it down. The story really could have been done better, and that's why he's down here. Now, in terms of the character, again, we didn't really see much of him. So I can't really judge him that highly. Now, Aya/Aminet, I would say B tier again, which is a damn disappointment. Considering this is one of the characters which was mentioned way back in AC2. That was a disappointment. The disappointment was we didn't get to play as her that much. We really should have. Like, especially with the DLC, there was a good chance to make her a playable character in the DLC. Like, have her be the protagonist of the DLC at least. Even if you don't want it to be in the main game. Like, this is a legendary character that was mentioned way back in one of the earliest games of the franchise. I don't understand why she was wasted this way. I mean, I do understand why. I don't agree with it. So, she's here. Arwale, I'm going to put him in A because he's our guy. He's our friend. So I'm going to put him in A. Even though in Rogue, he sort of completely goes off the rail of his characters, I'm still going to put him in A. Lydia Fry. Again, we didn't really get to see much of her, but from what we did see, she was pretty cool. And the outfit, again, is pretty cool. And she was fighting in World War I. So again, really cool execution of the character. It was a brief cameo, but it was fun. Basim, A tier again. Now, yeah, Mirage story didn't really lend that much to Basim, but you have to consider the fact that we did see him in Valhalla and he has an entire story arc in Valhalla. Not to mention, he is now roaming around in modern day. His entire storyline consisting of 2 games, actually even more if you consider Odyssey was also a plot that was being driven by Alethea to release him. So technically he's also involved in that game. So yeah, overall his story, his character itself, everything puts him in A tier. Just 1 tier. He's not the best, especially because the execution in Mirage wasn't that great. But yeah, overall he has to be up there. Xiao Yun, excellent outfit. Like, she's just so cool. It's just the actual Chronicles game she was in, Chronicles China, it wasn't that good. And it sort of felt flat. With the acting, everything just felt flat. After that, the Chronicles games picked up with, in my opinion, AC India and Assassin's Creed Russia. They were both really good. But in Chronicles China, which had Xiao Yun in it, the character that got featured alongside Ezio during his final days, yeah, that was a massive letdown. But still, cool character, so I'm going to put him in B. Put her in B. What am I doing? Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining the stream. This was basically just a test stream anyway. Like, I just wanted to check if everything works. So clearly everything works. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. So everything clearly works. So I'm going to leave it at that. Tomorrow, of course, Shadows comes out and I will stream it right from the beginning in the morning. So do join me there, and do let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. And again, do join me tomorrow. I will be streaming live, and I will leave you guys